Imagine walking into a boardroom to pitch a massive multi-million-dollar software upgrade. You have the perfect technical presentation, but within 5 minutes, you realize the three people signing the check, the CIO, the CIO, and the CFO, they're speaking three completely different languages.
Oh, yeah. It is, well, it's the core reality of enterprise sales. You cannot just walk in and pitch, better code or faster APIs. You have to translate those technical capabilities into the specific, often competing languages of those leaders.
Right, exactly. So today, we're extracting the secrets from an enterprise client enablement playbook to show you how to survive that room. Our mission for this deep dive is examining how to sell payments modernization to those three different executives.
Right.
Okay, let's unpack this, because a technical software upgrade means something entirely different depending on whose budget is actually paying for it.
Right. So if we start with the people actually building the systems, the CIO, these leaders are heavily burdened by, well, legacy monolithic architectures.
Yeah, the source material points out they spend something like 70% of their budget just maintaining ancient mainframe adapters, which is wild.
Just keeping the lights on, yeah. If they want to roll out a new payment method, like Apple Pay or FedNow, it takes them 9 to 12 months.
9 to 12 months, that's practically a lifetime in tech.
It really is. Their developers are stuck manually modifying decades-old code. So the pitch here isn't about shiny user features, it's about decoupling that legacy mainframe so their teams can actually move fast again without, breaking the core system.
Right. And the playbook mentions the strangler fig pattern here. I picture it like building a sleek, hyper-modern smart home structure entirely around a crumbling old house so you don't have to demolish the foundation first.
You're on the right track, but it's more active than just a wrapper. It's less like building a new house and more like gradually rerouting a city's plumbing. You put a modern valve at the front door, a cloud-native payment orchestration layer.
Okay, so every time a new request comes in, that valve decides if it goes to the shiny new pipes or the rusty old mainframe.
Precisely. Over time, you just stop sending water to the old pipes until they run dry. That shifts deployment time from an agonizing 12 months down to just 2 weeks with 99.99% uptime.
Wow. But here's the catch. The CIO just decoupled the system to push code in 2 weeks instead of 12 months. Moving that fast usually terrifies the security team.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. The Chief Information Security Officer is going to see deployment speed as a direct threat to stability. So how do you convince the CISO that moving faster actually makes the data safer?
Well, you focus on their biggest nightmare, which is raw 16-digit primary account numbers or PANs just sitting in their internal databases. That creates a massive attack surface and leads to severe PCI DSS audit costs.
Wait, I'm stuck on something here. The playbook says the solution is dynamic network tokenization at the edge of the network, essentially swapping real numbers for tokens before they hit the server. But aren't you just moving the target?
How do you mean?
Well, why does an auditor care if a token is mathematically useless to a hacker, if that hacker can still use the stolen token to authorize a payment anyway?
Okay. What's fascinating here is how those tokens are engineered. They're domain restricted. A stolen token cannot be used by a hacker on a different website or merchant.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, because the internal systems never touch the raw, usable cardholder data. The company shrinks its compliance scope by over 90%. You're basically pitching a way to drastically shrink the target on the CISO's back.
Here's where it gets really interesting. We've established a fast, hyper-secure system, but now someone has to actually pay for it. Enter the CFO, who demands a hard financial return. And right now, CFOs are trapped by multi-day settlement cycles, waiting 3 days for cash to clear and paying painfully high 2.70% interchange fees.
Exactly. Pitch them modern APIs and they'll show you the door. You have to pitch smart routing and level 3 data enrichment.
Let's break that down. Why does adding level 3 data drop those fees from 2.70% down to 1.80%?
Because credit card networks like Visa and MasterCard, they reward you for providing detailed line item receipt data. It practically eliminates friendly fraud and chargeback disputes.
So since the risk is significantly lower, the networks offer a massive discount on the fee.
You got it.
And the playbook gives a staggering example of what that discount looks like at scale. On $500 million in corporate card volume, that small percentage drop saves $4.5 million annually.
And it gets better. By modernizing to real-time rails and getting T0 instant settlement instead of waiting days for funds to clear, a company unlocks $15 million in trapped daily working capital.
Neat, really? $15 million? Just by moving the settlement timeline to 0?
Yep. That is cash they can immediately put to work. It's the ultimate leverage. It is the exact same platform, but positioned as the specific medicine for three completely different headaches.
So what does this all mean? It reminds you that successful modernization isn't about pitching the software itself. It's about pitching speed to the CIO, risk reduction to the CISO, and liquidity to the CFO.
Yeah, you have to speak their language if you want to survive the boardroom.
Absolutely. Which leaves you with a final thought to mull over today. If a single piece of software requires three entirely distinct narratives just to get approved, what does that reveal about the hidden silos dividing modern corporate leadership?